This is the best fight in Season 3. Fight me. Yes, it was better than Deku vs. Muscular and All Might vs. All for One, and hecka better than anything that came out of the provisional license exam arc. I'm just going to come out of the gate saying, My Hero Season 3 is the most uncreative and inexpressive animation/directorial showcases of the show so far. And yeah, I get it, the movie. Don't feed me that. I can still judge the show based on what it presented to me. But I think this more comes down to the precedent that the show set for itself in Season 2. Season 2 of My Hero was one of the best looking shows consistently of last year, except for maybe Attack on Titan Season 2 and maybe Ancient Magus Bride. And if I'm generous, Made in Abyss, which in my opinion dropped in quality for a little while and then picked itself back up to a certain extent. But I digress. The point is, Season 2 constantly looked good and had amazing direction. Season 3 kind of falls flat on its face when it comes down to that inconsistency. Not to say Season 3 did not have highs, but its lows were much lower. And the pacing was also slower than Season 1 in the second half, thanks to them trying to fill the 25 episode mark so they don't end up ending the show in the first act of a new arc. Oh, the filler this season was a lot more noticeable, and those episodes being the weakest animation-wise and a downgrade in writing. And don't forget that mediocre love episode that happened in the middle of an arc, and I don't care why they did it. This is a show, so I am grading it off of that. Now let me say this, I like the All for One fight, writing-wise. It was great, and the acting in the English and Japanese is great, and the final punch is delightful. But for My Hero, the same show that had the Stain fight, it was underwhelming on a kinetic level for me. The shots could have been better, and the animation could have been a little bit more exciting. What I mean by that, the fight isn't really memorable, notwithstanding the last punch. I don't personally remember much even after I just watched Mother's Basement Anime video just a week ago. And side note to the Deku Muscular fight, I just don't think it was executed as well as it could have been with the wrong music playing, and the fight just seemed a little slow. I just needed to get that off my chest. I just couldn't fit it organically into the script, so it's here. Also, again, not to say the whole fight is bad, most of it is fine, and that last punch, besides having the wrong music, is pretty good, just not as good as it could have been. But that second to last part, where Deku's losing, that was executed well. I just think that the last punch and the lead up to it could have been a little bit done better. Also, couldn't fit this into the script. Anyway, the Deku vs. Kacchan fight, the second one anyway, is just, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, This fight, if you cut out the flashbacks, which I personally think are necessary in case you don't remember explicitly every single thing that everyone says, because not everyone rewatches the show before the new season comes out, and only shows stuff that's explicitly important for this fight. And the wonderful performances by the Seiyu for Bakugo, like, my god, those voice cracks. The dub better not mess this up. But I have faith in Clifford Chapman. The fight is only around 6 minutes. And there is more memorable moments in this 6-minute fight than in the 1.5 episodes All Might vs. All for One had. Like the time when Deku avoids Bakugo's attack and then Bakugo goes behind him and punches him in the side. Then Deku avoids the next attack, but Bakugo throws him. The Yutaka Nakamura cut. The final clash that Deku doesn't win, and that's not even all of it. Also, it's unlike every other My Hero fight so far, except for maybe Stain, and the fact that it's not just single attacks being thrown at each other back and forth until the last clash. There's actual fight choreography. And the animation, oh my god, the directing, the music, it all accumulated in what is essentially two people talking about their problems with each other, which leads to them becoming actual rivals. I'm not going to say that this fight is not important for Deku and Bakugo's development individually, and also helps the audience understand Bakugo more if they didn't get it before, but still, it's just two people talking about their problems, basically. I'm just going to come forth and say it. This is the first fight in Season 3 that I felt I couldn't have felt the same things or more if I was just reading the manga again. What made me immediately disappointed with Season 3 is when the Deku and Muscular fight did not make me cry, unlike every time I reread that chapter in the manga. And then I felt betrayed. But now I have my faith restored in My Hero not to mess up any more of the show because of this amazing fight. Because if they mess up Deku going, I'm gonna have to destroy Bones, even if they are my favorite studio. Thanks for watching. Now for the 5 of you that stuck around to the end of this video, if you like this one, like and subscribe. I know people tell you that all the time, but as a small channel, it really does help. And also check out my Abridged Spotlight series that I'm doing right now. Start with the Slap on Titan abridged analysis that I started doing, or check out whatever Google recommends to you. And see you next time. Also, link to my artists in the description.